How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with another new commander from Brothers War. This is going to be the start of our artifact-based commander saga, because we have a lot of artifact-based commanders to get through. And this one I'm actually kind of happy with, because we're not playing an artifact commander. It's just good with a bunch of artifacts, and then you Paradox Engine and win. To be fair, she is... I'm going to keep this. She is good with that kind of thing. Like, if you want to play Tocasia as, like, a Paradox Engine deck, you definitely can, and she can do a really good job at it. But we're actually making use of her first ability. Creatures you control have Vigilance and tap to Surveil 1. Back when Streets of New Capenna came out, there was a card. I think we're going to go blue, because I don't have another blue source in hand, and we'll need it for the Rebuke. Back when that set came out, we had an artifact that wanted your creatures to be tapped. And there were certainly ways to do that. But there wasn't like a commander that's quite as efficient at allowing you to tap your team. Because the artifact in question will untap a number of creatures and then give you an effect based on the number of creatures you untap. So the first one is untap a creature, make a 1/1. Second one is untap 3 creatures, draw a card. And then I think the last one's like untap 10 creatures. No block. I think we're gonna get rid of that. And then during their turn, we'll surveil. We'll chump surveil God-Pharaoh's gift. Because the Mightstone is actually really good for ramping into artifacts. It also pays for one of our... it pays for 2 of our mana for our Tocasia activations, which is real nice. Let's see if they're willing to trade out Isheen here. God-Pharaoh's gift only works on us, though, so we need creatures in our yard. To Fairy, you can go to the yard. And then I'll pass. I'm gonna put an upkeep stop here, or a stop on their first main phase, so that way we can just tap down their creatures before they go into attacks. Like, if they discarded something, they could have reanimated the Robber of Rich. But yeah, Howlpack can go into the grid. So I'm oddly enough going to put her back in the command zone, because I feel like she's probably going to give us the most value there. We might have to God-Pharaoh's gift our Urza, but... I don't imagine they're going to have too much to add to this. So we'll get the Howlpack first. And we'll just swing out for 4. Like, I haven't played much Mightstone in Brawl yet. But having a mana rock that helps you cast your other mana rocks and can be removal or card draw seems better than I would give it credit for on the surface, right? But it still is like a one-off though, right? Don't know how you made it into the deck, friend. But you did. I do like that. Dismiss. Yeah, come on back, Urza. He is a zombie. I don't know if you can flip a token. I don't think you can. I think we have prevented ourselves from ever being able to have a Urza Planeswalker, but double block. I don't really care about my creatures. As long as I have one of them, I'm fine. So I think we do have a Paradox Engine combo. I technically have lied about that, I guess. But Halo Fountain is our life's goal. So next turn we can play Tocasia, Surveil 5. Yeah, so it's 2, 1, 15. Which is a little bit high of a price, right? Yeah, get those tokens off the board. To the bin. For each color. To the bin. And artifacts untapped. There you go, Sai. So we're working our way up towards 15 creatures. Which is kind of a cool goal. Like, it's not something that we've done before. Mainly because it was harder. Like, the prep step for this was harder before Tocasia came out, right? Because when Tocasia came out, you could choose to tap your own creatures however you wanted from the command zone, right? Very sad opponent. I think. Let's block the unicorn. Take 11. Surveil. Deck of many things can go to the bin. Surveil. Go to the bin. Surveil. Go to the bin. Surveil. Go to the bin. mill some. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's... go to the bin. Go to the bin. Go to the bin. Go to the bin. Since we know an artifact is entering the battlefield, we'll do this one too. Go to the bin. And these guys are our blockers, so... what do I want? And I think that's it for me at the moment. Like, we can draw some cards during their turn. We'll block. Do we have to, right? Like, we haven't thrown away any really good artifacts yet. So. Gilhark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 creatures. Draw a card. Draw a card. So we actually got some really good draws. So... do we have the mana for it? So we have 1 white, 2 white, 3 white. Okay, we're still lacking in white. And we're just always going to have a bigger board than our opponent anyway, so... Do we actually win with this? No, we don't. Can I still cast Tocasia? I can. To the bin. Like, next turn we can win. We will have to do some blocking, but... next turn we'll have 45 damage. Rude. I mean, we lose here, but I might as well get as much surveil value as I can out of this. She's actually really efficient at throwing your yard away. How did we get so many replicating rings? Yeah, GG opponent. GG. We tried, right? We've demonstrated the ideal of the deck. Tocasia. Halo Fountain profit. Like, that's the plan. We haven't seen it profit yet, but, like, we know it can. Like, we were looking very profitable there for a few moments. Ruinous Ultimatum off the top, though. Nothing we can really do about that, right? Like, we're in blue, so technically we can run, like, counterspells, but if we run counterspells, we don't really have enough creatures to go with the plan, right? I like this, actually. So this is a Faebearer Elder on 3. Like, the mana is going to be a bit wonky. Snarl first, then Sanctum, then Waste. And if our opponent's, like, too low to the ground, we just lose, but... Show off our Hallowed Fountain. It is sacred, so... Our opponent should be known of it. Or should know of it. I guess it'd be a better way of saying it. We are running lands. I like that. So with Tocasia out, this taps for 3 mana, which I like. I don't know if it's going to survive, honestly. Like, that's a lot of mana to let me have, yeah. But I'd rather the Faebearer Elder die than the Sai or the Tameshi. Because those are actually permanents that could be very, very useful. Getting 15 creatures against a deck that's heavy removal might be a bit too much of an ask. But Sai is a good way to get creatures, right? So I don't know about the split between artifacts and creatures in the deck too. Like, I've tried to make some of my creatures also be artifacts, and things like Leveler and Vorinclex can go to the bin, even though he would technically stop the repeating ring. But I'm probably going to wait to cast Tocasia now. Whew. Yeah, Yorion's good for blocking a Leyline Tyrant, not a Hellkite Tyrant. So if they flow 4 red mana, it's not in our interest to block the Tyrant. We just let him get through. Because at that point, why do we care, right? No thank you. I'd like to keep my Sai. He's actually a really cool bullet guy. Avatar. Yeah, so next turn we kill a permanent, gain 8 life. Which is just good enough, honestly. Like, we have enough quality creatures that I think the beatdown plan is going to be okay. Like, in the pinch that we have to, we can go with the beatdown plan. Is this a color combination that you can put the Scurio combo? I feel like it is. I feel like the Scurio combo only needs white and green. So you could Scurio combo into Halo Fountain for like an instant win. Yeah, with 3 mana they can actually hurt me. So yeah, neither of these can produce red. Like, the Cityscape Leveler will slowly win us the game. We're also going to gain 8 off it, which is a bit absurd. Like, Verdant Avatar is a card I don't run very often. Mainly because life gains are not very, very important to us, but like, it's a reasonable enough creature that if you're trying to cast big things, gaining a big chunk of life out of nowhere can help you stabilize in a pinch, right? So Bad Golos has paid 8 mana to get a Pellet Collector. Very sad. Sorry for your loss, opponent. Poor Sylvala. Like, she's a decent enough creature, but when you play her, it's basically because you don't want to play Golos, right? Because Golos just does what she does better. Let's get rid of that this time. No hasty salvation coming off the top. Do appreciate that our opponent is sticking through. Because normally at this point I would nope out. Because there's no point in... There's not really anything that can salvage this, right? There is no Blasphemous Act. There's no red spell that can wipe the board clean. And you're not really going to spin into a creature that's going to be bigger than Cityscape Leveler unless you get like a Galta. GG opponent. It's very sad. The Power Stones actually helped him out because they could use it to cast Sylvala's ability, but... Like, Tocasia... I don't know. Maybe Tocasia's just a graveyard commander, and I didn't see it when I first built her. Because that final ability on her card, where you can, pay... What is it? 6 plus 2, 8 mana to get basically, yeah, I'll keep this, actually. Because this has some good synergies with the deck. I'm going to Temple first, because we don't have a 2-drop, really. Avatar was good last game, but he's not going to be our saving grace. He might be our saving grace, but I did not see it. I did not see his glory, so I kind of forgot about him. So there are a few creatures in the game at the moment that benefit off being tapped. They just have the words, whenever this creature gets tapped, do an ability. The oldest one on Arena at the moment is... Emmara, the Selesnya guild runner from back in the day who made a return. You control 4 more creatures. Wow, they are ramping hard. I have no clue what they're up to, but... we should probably stop whatever it is. So, let's scry 1. Leveler seems necessary in the long term, honestly. Let's get rid of that. So if they play the altar... Yeah, I think there's some kind of altar combo with Kiara the Boundless. Which seems scary, honestly. I don't want to be involved in that. Yeah, actually I will take a counterspell. I'm a little unnerved at the moment, and I feel as though having a counterspell would make me feel less nervous. Yeah, generally speaking, whenever you see a deck that's so linear that it just seems to be doing one thing, you know it's not gonna get me Urza going. Uh-huh. Let's kill that Death Toucher. Go set yourself some more lands. Resolve. So they're up to 9 mana for their commander. Okay, they decided to end the game. I don't blame them. That was our game 3. 30 minutes. That's impressive. I really enjoyed Tocasia. I was down on the fact that I was just going to be doing artifact commanders for a couple of days. But I think she sneakily has more utility than just like a generic artifact commander. Which we are going to see some generic artifact commanders. We have a lot of them in the set. There are many, many human artificers to work, though. We've already done some, so we're kind of making progress. Are you one of the... Yeah, you are a human artificer. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.